Welcome to the Bean Times Podcast with your host, Connor Galbraith, and co-host,
Wesley Brewer.
Today, we have an assortment of details that we have not wrote down to talk about. Me and Wes have been actually watching a lot of anime.
A lot of anime.
We got bored.
We got kind of bored. He's been over my house for a while.
My mom's we got one of our houses in Florida got like hit by a hurricane. And Mom had to go down and fix that, so I've been staying at Wes's house at the time being, allowing us to hopefully pump out a little bit podcast.
A little bit of podcast action.
You know, some of that.
I've been getting into anime since Connor came over.
Yeah, we've been watching some stuff.
What we're watching right now is Tokyo Ghoul, which is my favorite.
Wes likes it. It's pretty dark. It's about like people who just basically eat people and get powers.
You look too much into it.
I do look too much into it.
It's just a cool
It
anime.
is cool though. It's about people who basically when they eat people, they get powers and they fight each other.
I think everyone.
It's cannibalism.
It's awesome.
And then we watched Cowboy Bebop. We watched like one episode of that.
That was pretty good.
It was actually pretty good. I want to finish that. I've heard that it's actually really good.
What did Cameron tell you that?
Yeah. My brother Cameron told me a bunch of stuff to watch when I wanted to get into it a little bit, cause it's interesting. Fan base sucks ass.
Yeah, I think anime. I was pretty against it, but like,
yeah,
I'm just thinking like, it's got a bad rap. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a lot of good content made by a lot of good people, but it's just the
stigma behind it.
There's always going to be people who take it. It's a bit farther. I think the main basis of something is that you can like it, but you should never really make it your entire existence.
I hate JoJo fans. I hate them so much. I'll probably never watch this show just because of like how many kids at like our school are just so annoying about it, and it's so annoying.
I've watched it. It's really good, but like, I don't think that should be the only thing you talk about. And when you make something your personality, it's pretty.
That's why I don't like being in band sometimes. Because like you get those band kids that are just like, that's their personality is being in band.
Yeah, the stigma with band kids is.
I hate that too.
Me and Wes play in the band. He plays tuba. I play flute. It's been a fun experience. It's been really nice to be with the band stuff. Of course,
cool,
You got
like,
those band kids.
You got those like die-hard band kids kinda, and it's like, why? Yeah. It's not that cool.
I mean, it's admirable to see how much they care about it sometimes, but you should have other stuff besides something.
And I don't like that band just takes up a lot of my free time.
Yeah, it does take up a lot.
Which is really annoying.
Starting off in 6th grade, us just doing the occasional like concert.
Yeah, maybe just that one concert we played like Jingle Bells.
Setting up chairs, thinking we were so cool playing Jingle Bells.
Oh, I hate high school though. High school band just way more annoying.
I don't know. I like the fact that we do a lot of stuff in high school band. It gives me something to do.
It gives me something to do, yeah. But like, I like concert band, and right now we're in marching band, which is not my favorite.
Mm-hmm. Concert band's really fun. I'd say concert band takes a lot more than that.
Oh. Sorry for the interruption, but okay, what were we talking about? Concert band.
Concert band takes a lot more, I think, skill than marching band.
Yeah, because you gotta practice like a lot. It's a lot harder music.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot harder. Marching band looks really hard from like the outside, especially like last year being a freshman and seeing that it was terrifying, But
yeah, just memorize it, having to memorize music, and march at the same time. That just like looked like so impossible, from our standpoint.
And I'm a super clumsy person. Like there's been so many occasions of me just like tripping and just falling stuff. So me like marching in place and stuff, that sucked.
It was bad.
It was really bad.
It was pretty bad last year, and I gotta carry around my big old sousaphone. That's not cool beans at all.
But now, second year,
easy
money,
easy breezy.
Like we already know what we're doing, so we just really went out there. We learned our music. It was really easy.
Yeah.
I've missed like 2 weeks, and
since COVID or whatever, we got a lot easier music.
Mm-hmm.
And our show's not as long, so it's been pretty light compared to last year.
In our band, the theme of the show is dance, dance, dance.
Oh, we're dancing.
We're dancing a lot. It puts some, like jazz A little bit jazz, a
We
little
got
bit pop
okay.
music.
So we got Safety Dance,
Shut Up and
Shut
Dance.
Up and Dance,
And then
Moon
a jazz
Dance.
song called Moon Dance.
which I think is pretty cool because they're gonna get a string bass on that, and
It's pretty
it's
cool.
gonna be a cool bass line.
Moon Dance is the coolest. If you want to hear it, just search it up on YouTube. It's really neat. It's got some jazz stuff in it.
A little bit of jazzy.
Sounds like the piggy theme from Roblox, but
What piggy thing?
it's a game on Roblox.
What does this game entail? Tell us more about the piggy game, Connor.
6th grade band. I love that. Going back to that, it was so much easier and stuff, and you felt like a boss.
It felt like so cool, you know, preparing like months to play Jingle Bell, you know,
Yeah.
something stupid.
And then 7th grade was cool. We started playing
We started going like and playing at football
hard.
games,
playing cool music and
playing
stuff.
cool music at football games.
No longer it sounded like crap, and you got all the kids that just joined because they're like, oh, drum go bump bump.
Don't go bump bump.
Out of the like first year, and then everybody would just really stick with it. Was in 7th grade.
Dude, oh my gosh, though, when we got into like 9th grade, a bunch of people in our grade started dropping.
Mhm.
We got like low numbers.
I
but
really didn't like 8th grade.
Why didn't you like 8th grade?
8th grade band, I think it was just because we weren't learning anything new, and we were just
Oh yeah, it was like
restarting
the
to do
same stuff from
thing.
like, cause like the way it works is like you go like your first year band, that's beginning band or whatever,
Yeah, you're in a
and then you
band
got
just that
junior
year.
band for like 2 years, that's 7th and 8th grade, and then you got
The rest of high school is just
the rest
senior
of high
band.
school is senior band.
And a senior band takes the cake. You got cool stuff in senior.
Yeah, you get majority of the director's attention.
Mhm.
You know?
You get your marching. He cares about you.
He cares about us a lot more.
He's no longer nice though.
He gets kind of mean.
He's a cool guy. Mr.
But-
Bruner, our teacher, he's cool. He cares about
He
us.
cares.
He shows it in weird ways though. Yeah. So, anyways, he's a cool guy. You know, he has a reputation around the band people in our areas to like go hard and
Yeah.
do an awesome band.
We got a good reputation for our band.
It's really good. We actually have really small numbers, so we're not just like good by our numbers of people in our band. It's by like the
How hard we work and such.
and expectations from him.
Yeah.
Playing in the band, you start to look up to him because he's an admirable guy.
Yeah.
And you know, I think the shame that he gives some shame. Ooh, he's a really good guy, but like
Yeah.
you want to work up to him and you genuinely feel bad.
You
like,
feel bad when you
mess
let
up.
him down.
I know, because he puts so much faith into every single one of his students. It becomes more of like a parental guardian role,
Yeah.
more than a teacher. And spending 6 years with him in your total time of high school, if you stick with it, it's
Well, I think it's 7.
is it 7?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's 6 grade, 6.
Well, you got 6.
7 or 6 years.
Yeah,
It's
something like that.
a long time to spend with one teacher, you know.
I mean, we have other teachers, but you know.
But you start to form a bond with them and stuff. So you know, me and Wes being in the first quarter of our sophomore year,
Sophomore year.
you know, we're still kicking it with the band. We're still doing good, cool
Yeah.
stuff.
Uh,
I'm sure this year has been a bit more annoying because most of the fun parts of band have been taken out as
Yeah.
we go into games and things, and
we don't get to go to competitions anymore.
we can't even like talk to people.
We
now.
can't talk to people unless we're like 6 feet apart with masks on.
So, you know, it's still band, but it's
weird.
lacking a bit, especially in the summer where we usually have our practices and play fun games. with each
Yeah, we
other.
get to like in the summer we do practices and there's like one day a week where we get to like what was it, play with water guns, I think that's what it was.
play with water guns, and we could serve food, and we'd go down to this like little church area where they had this gym, and it was always fun.
It was always fun.
We would get lots of toys there, play some games, a little bit dodgeball,
A little bit dodgeball in
Little
the
bit dodgeball.
church gym.
in the church gym, Jesus ball. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus ball.
I miss Ships and Sailors the most. We got to play a
What was
little
Ships
bit
and
of that.
Sailors?
It's like the
One.
it's where they tell you where to go, and it's
And then if you don't do it, it's like
you get kicked out, and it's
you,
like
you get the old stanky boot.
you get the stanky boot, and it's all ship theme, and it's a game, survival of the fittest. You get a cool prize, you know.
What did we get? I don't think we got anything.
I think we got like to be late for 30
Oh yeah, we
minutes.
got to be like 30 minutes late to practice.
And then our friend Riley ended up winning. I was really close to getting it.
Okay, this.
And he ended up not taking the 30 minutes.
No, that was this year though.
That was this year.
That,
We
yeah,
played a
it
little
wasn't
bit
when
of
we
it.
were playing Ships and Sailors though. It was
It was like marching theme ships.
no,
and
okay,
Sailors.
no. we all were in there, and then we marched, and if you like messed up, you had to like step out on the
Yeah.
sideline. That's where he won, and then he didn't like.
He didn't use the 30
And I was
minutes.
mad, 'cause I was
really
like-
mad at him.
I would like to take your 30 minutes.
I would love to have that.
Would
30
love to have
minutes.
that privilege.
Dude, that reminds me of, like, we have a medical class in our school that me and my group of friends, including Wes, do. And me, Wes, and our friend Riley, like, ended up rocking it on this
Yes.
little project thing. And he gave us, like, a bonus batch.
He
just,
gave us some like
Dunzo.
bonus stuff, and then he was like, "You get to like have I'll get you some candy," and guess what? School got shut down. We didn't get candy.
Mm-hmm. Or
And-
we could have like skipped on an assignment. So we tried to cash it in this year, and of course he was like, no, you don't get that.
Not in my house.
No, naughty. But he was like, no, you don't get to get that. And that was not cool.
That was not cool. I was kind of upset about that.
We're out of you, Mr. York. Give us candy. But
Okay, you know what? Mr. York's class reminds me of that thing we used to do where we go to the hospital every other Thursday.
oh yeah. Me and Wes, we've done a lot of after school activities, extracurriculars.
We signed up for this thing. We like travel to this like hospital that's like about 45 minutes away from us.
big old hospital.
We'd do like kind of like a shadowing type deal. You know, they'd have what was it? What was that guy? I think it was like a neurologist or something. He came and like talked to us.
We basically just shadowing is where you just follow the people around and get to learn what their jobs like for future business opportunities. Our friend group is interested in like medical stuff.
Yes.
Wanna do some cool stuff like that. A little bit of physical therapy. some
Hopefully,
radiology.
If this podcast turns out good, we won't need that.
Isn't that a sad thought though? That
What
if,
do you
if this podcast ever turns out that the people you could have saved in the future die,
Well, no, okay. Well, with my job, a lot of people wouldn't be dying
but
because
you just X-ray
I
people.
don't. Okay, a radiologist, he doesn't X-ray people. He looks at the X-rays.
Oh,
and
that's
says
what he reads
this is
them.
broken. It's a
So
pretty
you're-
easy job,
It's
and
like
it's
a
like
bringer of bad news. Like,
the risk fact. No, I don't even tell them.
you don't tell them.
I tell like the rad tech
Sir,
is
you
what they're
have
called.
cancer.
I tell the rad tech to tell them,
Mhm.
and then they tell them because
Mm.
you know when I broke my ankle, or when you broke my ankle.
Yeah.
See, they had the rad tech. It was a girl at the time, but she come in there and she put that like weighted vest on me, and then like went 40 feet out of the room and was like took my X-ray.
Dude, I didn't know that X-ray people are supposed to do that. Like I've been going to this one dentist for years.
Dentist.
Yeah, and you know how they like X-ray
Oh,
your
they
teeth?
like put the like deal in your mouth.
Yeah, my dentist office never like put the lead vest on me until a law got changed, and ended up she was like, "Yeah, honey, we gotta put this lead vest on you or X-rays, like our radiation can affect you." And they hadn't been doing it for me for years.
Well,
so
I
I'm
hadn't. I went to the dentist like recently this year. They didn't put it on me.
I don't know. I don't know if it's like associated with certain.
it's not
dentistries. like
I'm not gonna die if she doesn't do it, but like.
yeah. Because I was getting a cavity scanning, and they were just like, "Yeah, you gotta put this lead vest on. Dangerous radiation, you know what they call it."
Dude, that's so like. Don't worry, it's not that big of a deal. The likelihood of you getting cancer is
Like,
very low, and then
yeah.
they go like 40 feet out of the room to take the X-ray.
Yeah, there's like, there's only a little chance. Like
It's only a small chance.
I don't
like,
want any chance.
get behind like a 4-foot concrete wall, like
Yeah,
stupid stuff.
I understand the rules of it, and I guess in the long term, I would rather get rid of my cavities and not have a meth head's mouth
What
than
do you
have
mean?
like a 0.2% of cancer.
You don't like, gingivitis and cancer?
You don't like gingivitis? What?
Meth head mouth.
All the cool pirates.
It's
have
awesome.
it.
Yes, all cool pirates have that. And guess what? They have scurvy.
They do have
You know
scurvy.
what scurvy is? It's not eating oranges. That's what scurvy is.
That's what SpongeBob did.
What did SpongeBob do?
I don't know. There's like a side episode where they were like, "You gotta eat the oranges or you'll get scurvy." And then I don't know if SpongeBob got scurvy. Somebody got scurvy.
It's probably Squidward.
It's probably Squidward.
Because he didn't want to listen to SpongeBob.
Squidward didn't listen to SpongeBob.
Squidward got scurvy and died.
Yeah. My God,
What?
Squidward. No.
Squidward, no.
But I don't know. Teachers are cool. I like teachers. I think they get a lot of bad rap for what they do. I'm not biased because my mom's a teacher.
Yes, you
Totally
are.
at all.
She was
No.
my favorite teacher in 6th grade. Because, you know why?
Why?
Because, like, we were friends, and, like, I didn't want to, fuck up in there, and, like, then I wouldn't be able to go over to your house. So I was always, when the sub
Yeah.
came over, I was good. It was the best. She came back one day. She gave us these, like, cool cookie things. It was, like, me and Gage were the only ones who got them. Because me and Gage Good boys.
Good boys.
I got 2 of them actually.
I remember I was in the blue group because our school tried to do something to like divvy up all of the kids based on their GPA.
Oh yeah, I think
And-
I got in 5th grade it was like by animals, and then they did it like colors in 6th grade.
I was in the blue group for some reason. And
In like literacy and stuff I got in the higher group, and like math and such I didn't, but
but to give emphasis, my mom was a 6th grade literacy teacher, a reading teacher.
what does she teach now?
My mom recently has moved down to the elementary special education room for like the kids who can't be in the classroom like that. She's in the closed-in part. That stuff is crazy.
Yeah, I respect her for doing that.
I respect mom for doing that. That I mean, come home. I mean, geez, this stuff is tough.
Yeah, my mom does like the same thing, but with like toddlers. She is at the preschool. I can't even imagine that.
But I remember 6th grade.
I don't think I have the patience for it.
Up until like last year, I didn't really talk to a lot of people. No, it was till 8th grade. I didn't really talk to a lot of people because I was a little awkward,
Little awkward boy.
little awkward boy. And I remember everybody coming up to me like 7th grade, and they're like, "Dude, where's your mom? She's not at the school anymore. She was my favorite teacher."
Yes.
And I was like, "My mother works in the elementary department." And you know, that was like, I don't know. It was a lot of kids asking me where my mother was, and I was like, so, I think that was something that started to break me out, and I started to talk to more people. So yeah, 6th grade. 6th grade was an exciting year. We joined band.
Well, I didn't really like 6th grade besides that class.
Got my mom as a teacher. I was like, "Hey, mom," and she was like, "You're gonna have to call me Miss Blah Blah."
See, that's weird. Why would you have to call her that? I don't
I don't know.
understand.
She tried to make me call it for a bit, and I was like, "Mom, please." It was funny. It was being a test, and I'd be like, "Mom, I don't know the answer." Can you?
Well, I didn't like 6th grade that much besides your mom. Like,
We had some cool teachers though.
I think teacher Miss Crow. Not a lot of people liked her. I thought she was perfectly fine.
Miss Crow was awesome.
We did songs in there, and I.
Dude, she used to have crazy pets until the school like made us
Yeah,
kick out
she
of
had.
pets.
Didn't she have like a
she had a
giant ass
tarantula.
lizard or something?
She had a giant snake and a tarantula, and that was
Snake.
cool.
See, that would be cool. I wouldn't want to touch the snake.
I wouldn't want to.
I just look at it from a distance.
I think spiders are scary. So
I think
wouldn't-
spiders and snakes are cool, but I would never want to touch them. They're disgusting.
I would touch snakes. Snakes are cool.
Snakes are not cool. Snakes are very cool, but I would not want to touch them.
My friend Jareth had like a cool snake, and he used to like
What do you name it? Some fun.
I don't remember. He was a green grass snake, I
Green
believe
grass
is what they were called. They're the little slithery boys that go in the grass. They don't bite because they can't. Their mouth is like legitimately small. They're about 7 inches long, I'd say. They're really cool, and they used to like wrap around like just my arm.
I couldn't do that,
And
dude. I'd freak out. I couldn't do it. I
He was
mean,
cool.
I think snakes are cool.
He used to like lick my nose. He was a cool guy.
You're sniffing your nose.
He was probably sniffing my nose. Don't they like smell with their tongue? That's the
Yes,
thing that
that's how
snakes
snakes
do.
work.
Right. So, did snakes get a bad rap?
Snakes.
I understand spiders.
I understand snakes' bad rap because they're snakes. They bite you. I don't like that.
But they're cool though. Have you
They're cool, but I would not touch them. at
very
all.
cute. Have you seen the snakes drinking water?
No, but my sister, she had a snake. Named it like Weebo or something.
Weebo.
But that snake could bite. I would not touch that. I didn't touch that thing at all.
Do you remember what type of snake it was? Or like
It was something. It wasn't.
python?
Yeah, it was a python, man. It was like 40 feet long. It
Anaconda.
was like 40 feet long, man. It was cool. Yeah.
I don't get how people have those because like the
Long
fact
as-
those
dude,
things are smart. It's scary.
Dude, they're smart, bro. Did you hear about? I don't know. This was like it could have been a long time ago, but like, one of them got out of a cage and like, killed their owner, bro.
Yeah,
that shit scares me.
It's a possibility because they're just keeping them in there, and then they actually think about their surroundings, and it's terrifying.
That's not cool.
And grown man ain't gonna fight anaconda.
Yeah, you lose.
Once you're wrapped, you're pretty much
You're done.
done for.
You're done.
You're done.
But okay, what? I still can't think of the name. But my sister's snake, she got bit by it. She didn't see it. Didn't phase her. I was like, how? I would just like make me not want to touch the damn thing ever.
Swallows you. Swallows the
Well, it wasn't
entire
big enough to
hand.
swallow anything, Besides like,
Yeah.
we fed him dead mice. I thought that was cool when he'd eat the dead mice.
Have you ever had any weird pets?
Weird pets.
Yeah.
My dad brought home a tarantula one time. We had him for a couple days.
That doesn't sound cool.
Well, then we let him go. We didn't let him go, but we gave him to someone.
Dude, I learned a terrifying fact
What?
a couple days ago that apparently like my girlfriend told me that apparently tarantulas are natural here.
They are. Terribly sorry for the other interruption, but you know.
The fact that to get back to it, the fact that I can go outside, living my life, pee outside to where I like to pee, and then a tarantula can crawl up my leg and eat me and swallow me whole and then feed it to its babies is terrifying.
That is, I've never seen a tarantula.
I've never
I
one
don't-
either. I don't want to. That'd be
I don't wanna see
terrifying.
one.
But apparently she saw one like on the way from school one day. It's like saw it just crawling in her yard, and that would be
I don't like that.
not
What-
cool.
Like, where do they hang out?
This-
Where's the hangout spot for the tarantulas?
I don't know. I think in trees. It's like crawling up a tree.
Ugh.
That's that makes me cautious of trees now.
I ain't climbing no tree.
No tree climb. Speaking of that, like in
Did
her,
you know that there's flying spiders? Like, they're about the size of tarantula.
they fly.
They have wings.
They have wings.
They have wings.
Well.
They're like in Australia, which I never want to visit because of how many
I'm never going
animals
there.
that live there that are like.
That sounds terrifying. Does it glide or does it like bird?
I don't know, but
I think
I've seen a picture of it and it has like wings.
That sounds terrifying. I hope that's fake. I
I
hope,
hope
that
it's
was
fake, just for the benefit
Flying spiders.
of Australian people. I hope it's fake.
Would they hunt birds? Think about it.
Oh, they got bird-eating spiders.
Jesus.
What are they like? Goliath. They're like big tarantulas,
If
and
they're
they can.
named Goliath.
They're like bigger versions of tarantulas, which are like huge, and they can eat birds.
Why does Australia have so many scary things? Like, what's the scariest thing you can think of in America?
In America, maybe like a
I'm thinking
bear?
like bear and crocodile.
bear and crocodile.
Maybe like shark on the coast. You know?
Well, no, shark aren't that. I think sharks get a bad rap.
Sharks do get a bad rap, but they are scary. In the
They are
wild.
scary. Because Mark Rober, he did one of those
He
experiments.
did the blood test.
He did like the blood
experiment.
test with the human blood and the fish blood, and they went to the fish blood. Like, I don't think they can.
They don't.
They don't go for humans.
They don't purposely hunt humans. It's people who boogie board or not boogie board, but surfboard and like
Yeah, they
wear
get mistaken.
wetsuits though, and they
get
get mistaken for seals, and then they're like, seal. But they do have to hunt down and kill the shark after it's like bit someone though.
Why?
Because after that, the shark will.
It's got like a taste for blood.
Yeah, that's
Taste for
actually
human blood?
No, it's a real thing.
That's
Like
That's scary.
it opens their eyes and sees humans as a new prey, so they have to like do it. You know that like girl they made the surf movie off of?
what is it?
She like got her arm bit off.
It's like a
while
Christian
surfing.
surfing
Yeah,
movie.
those type of movies. Yeah, they hunted down. It was a humongous tiger shark, and they ended up having to put it down because of its wild taste for blood, for
Wild.
human blood. Could you imagine?
Could you
Just,
imagine just a bloodlusting shark just coming after you?
a bloodlusting shark? Like you're just boogie boarding.
You're not even
Devours
boom boarding.
you.
You're just like swimming in the the tiger shark comes
Props
at
to
you.
those people who like swim across canals and channels. You know, like the big ocean.
Oh
channels.
yeah, like
Like who
Mm-mm,
just do
mm-mm.
it for a sport. Jesus, I couldn't do that because those things are like
I don't think
200, 500 feet deep.
like I've been in the ocean a couple times. Man, I don't go out that far just because I don't want to meet a shark because I don't like sharks.
Yeah, but like do the math. In a 5-mile canal times 500 feet, there's something down there.
there's something in there.
There's some prey in there, and
Mhm.
something's eating that prey. And good chances there could actually be a shark up there. One of the more terrifying things was that like the bull shark's evolution to go into freshwater.
Really?
Yeah,
They can live in freshwater?
bull sharks, yes, they can transmit to freshwater. I think it's harder for them, but they're starting to.
They can just go into freshwater?
Yeah.
I read a thing that there's sharks in volcanoes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I saw
Did you see that?
They're like Greenland sharks in the inactive volcanoes, like little heat zones under the ocean.
They can live in volcanoes, Connor.
I mean, dude,
That's amazing, though.
putting
That's kinda cool.
putting stuff to evolution though. Imagine, we just set aside 10 generations of human, and we
Imagine
put 'em-
how much we don't know that is in the ocean. That is scary because there's something
people-
down there. There's something down there.
People look up to space as a new expansion point, but over 70% of our
We gotta explore
land
the
mass on
oceans.
the Earth is from the ocean. So if we found a habitat, like a way to habitize the ocean first, that would really help us.
We
Like,
make an Atlantis.
make Atlantis.
Make cool
But that
Atlantis.
would help us with the overpopulation thing, along with space at the same time.
I think we need to not even like go to the like Habitizing.
Yeah.
I can't. Is that the word?
Yes.
But like, I think we should explore it more
Yeah.
because there is
there's tons
something
of
down there that we don't know about.
Like all the people say.
You know,
There's been conspiracies. Giant ocean babies.
giant ocean babies.
There's been conspiracies about it.
giant ocean.
Giant ocean babies. I think that was
They're like human babies.
yeah. That was a legit conspiracy.
They just look like.
I think people. I think that's a bit.
That's a little bit absurd to me. But I'm
That's
thinking
a
like
little bit absurd, but like there's a realm of possibility. Anything can happen.
anything.
There's a chance. My big baby,
Big giant water baby.
big water baby. You never know, and it's incredible to think about that because like Earth's been around for a while. Good bit.
Just a little bit. I mean,
So-
not that long.
There's no saying that big old creature might have found an oasis there, could sustain itself, had enough prey, offspring. Boom. Big dinosaur.
Big dinosaur.
You never know.
I believe there's dinosaurs down there.
There's been shown to be gigantified creatures under the ocean, as like the giant squids.
Giant squids are cool.
There's a possibility that there can be something big down there. The blue whale, the biggest creature on the earth as of now.
As of now, I believe there's bigger
Down
ones.
there might be a bigger one. We don't know. We haven't found it yet, or maybe we have. You never know.
Maybe the house just don't tell us.
But there's a
like-
lot of stuff to explore down there.
Dudes, like even though like those big whales, I'd probably be okay if I saw one. I think I'd want to like die. I'd like go into shock.
Oh, yeah.
They're massive. Like I can't even imagine how big they are. I'd have to see one.
Seeing them on a screen, it
It doesn't even do it justice.
puts them down a lot of justice. Like even, I've seen manatees on a screen, and when I went to Florida with my family last year,
Dude, those things are huge.
they're humongous. I swam right next to one because down at one of the beach places, there's these manatee families that always go there, and I swam right next to him. And
Ugh.
he was beautiful though. He was
beautiful.
really cool. He was huge.
Have you seen one of them? Like, okay, it's like I don't know what kind of. It's a manatee, but like, can they get bigger than humans?
Yeah.
Cause like, yeah, okay, I saw a picture and it was like a human next to one. It was definitely way bigger than him.
Yeah. No, I swam next. The one that I swam next to was 2 times as big as me, and I'm 6 foot as of now, so it was like 12.
You flexing on me
Big.
with your height real quick.
Big manatee. Just long manatee. Lanky boy. He was huge. That was very cool. It was a very cool experience. I've had some scary experiences with the ocean.
What do you mean?
As in, last summer at the same place, I saw a group of sharks fighting a group of dolphins in the place that I was about to go jump in and swim.
I bet you the dolphins won.
They did win.
Yeah, they won.
There was about 3 sharks. They were big too.
Dolphins are smart, man.
Dad estimated they were like 5 to 7 foot big sharkies.
Big ol'
Which
boys.
is actually on the smaller end for the species of shark that
Yeah.
you said they were. Yeah, like 13 foot, 14 footers, you know what I'm saying?
Big ol' sharks.
Big old sharks.
Bigger sharks than 7 feet. That's crazy.
And dolphins. Dolphins, one of the most scariest creatures in the ocean.
Those are
which
scary.
what I would say. Literally, their way of killing stuff is by ramming it at 45 miles an hour, I think, is their top speed with their
That's a car.
with
That's
their
like a
blunt
car
head,
hitting you.
liquefying their organs, rupturing them. That is terrifying.
That is terrible.
Imagine the dolphins, which are second, I think the second most smartest thing on this earth besides
Next
us.
to monkeys.
Next to monkey, I think they're both maybe. I don't know. Something. They're very smart. Imagine they actually have communication with each other, so they could just gang up on a human, straggling human out there, obliterate organ.
They're talking
Terrifying.
to dolphins like, ooh, kill the human.
Big car, but they're actually very very caring creatures now.
Now, what do you mean
Now.
now?
I don't know.
Back
Later
in the
down-
day, not
back in the day. No, later in the future, we don't know where
back in the day. They had gangs and stuff. I don't know.
where their eyes are set on dolphin mafia.
Dolphin mafia.
You never know. And they were cool. I felt bad for the sharks. They were being, I saw getting butt into and stuff. They ended up
The
swimming
shark?
away. I didn't swim. I wasn't.
You didn't swim? Did you see it? Did you see it happen?
Yes, yeah.
Which that was cool though.
It was really cool. I couldn't get any pictures of it because my phone died, and I was really sad. But it was a
When was that?
cool sight. It wasn't last summer. It was this summer.
This
Yeah,
summer?
Yeah, it was this.
Why didn't you tell us about this?
I don't know. I think it glossed over my head, but it was super cool.
The last time that I went to Florida, Carter fish, and what are those fish that like stick onto sharks with their head?
Like sucky suckfish.
I
Yeah.
can't remember what
They
they're
like,
called.
they like clean them. The cleaner guys.
But they're like they stick to the bottom of sharks
Yeah.
and they just kind of like ride the sharks. Those things are cool.
Those guys are cool.
Hey, Carter, he took one, he stuck it on his arm, and he also put it on a metal sign. Pretty cool. Then he threw it back in the water.
That's cool.
Yes.
I've had a manta ray before. That was cool. That was a weird experience. They're like flat little vacuum cleaners. It's super weird. Their mouth okay, imagine just flat mouth, no mouth, and then it just like opens up, just out of nowhere. The floor opens. It's weird. It's really weird, and it's like a suction cup motion. Like they don't just like jaw eat it, but I like had fish in my hand because I was trying to feed him, and he just like sucked it up.
Was that at like an aquarium or something?
It was an aquarium. It was cool.
I've never been to like a good aquarium.
We have a pretty one.
Are you talking about the one in Mammoth Springs?
Yeah, we have a.
I wasn't that impressed by that.
No. It's like an hour and a half away where my granny used to live there, and it was a really big zoo. It was neat and cool stuff.
A zoo.
Mm-hmm.
No, the closest zoo is like.
It's a zoo and aquarium. It's like a double mix.
You're talking about Memphis? Is it in Memphis?
I don't know anywhere. It might be. It's somewhere.
It's somewhere.
But it was really cool. They had a place where you could feed the manatees, as I was saying, and feed sharks.
You can feed sharks?
There were sharks. Of course, they weren't big, rip your hand off sharks, but like,
You know, I think because I went to Louisiana one time with like my great grandpa. I don't know, it was weird. He has like taxidermy stuff, but we went down there and dude, the kids there would just like get baby crocodiles like out of the water
it's Louisiana.
and just like, do you want to hold it? And I was like, no, not at all actually, but thank you.
Boy, matey, come over.
Oh, and like,
They're
see what else?
horrible.
It was a hunt for them.
Yeah.
And
The babies or
not the babies,
Big
but the big ones, and we ate them.
Mhm.
So they didn't go to waste.
those guys who do that takes
That takes big
balls,
huevos.
But like, imagine just like setting up a trap and you just you pull on the string. There's like a 50% chance of a giant 14-foot alligator trying to rip your head off.
Oh, dude, they had them like lined up on the shore. They were all. I got to like go up to the biggest one and like how they do the thing where they open their mouth out and they take a picture.
I mean,
that was scary to me, even though it was dead. Like
I like crocodiles.
I was
cool.
kind of young.
I've pet a couple.
Oh, we ate. What I thought was weird, I don't know. We ate like the crocodile, like it was like ribs, like there was barbecue sauce and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. The only way I went to, that's kind of weird to me because like the only other time I've eaten like crocodile has been like a burger, but it just had like alligator, not crocodile, just alligator.
Yeah. Dude, speaking of alligator and eating that stuff, we have an amusement park, pretty far. It's called Silver Dollar City.
Silver Dollar.
In Branson, Missouri, and there's usually this little shop there, and they're like, hey bro, we got these meat sticks, and for some peculiar reason they all look the same, but this one's kangaroo.
They all look and they all taste the same. There's slight differences.
A little bit of seasoning.
little different amounts of seasoning. Sometimes they're spicy.
Yeah,
but
it's like this one's
kangaroo,
kangaroo, alligator,
ox,
muskrat. I don't. It's this random stuff, and it's all very obvious.
But every time we go there, we get it, and we get the different ones.
And then you feel cool for about a couple days because you're like, kangaroo.
But you just
it was not kangaroo.
It wasn't kangaroo. They also, hey, you remember that sword shop? Not a sword. They made like wooden swords.
Mm-hmm.
It's not there anymore. I went there the other day, and it wasn't there. Or not the other day, but like
it's wild.
It's been.
I
might have put it back. But
I'm glad they have this blacksmith guy, and he makes buckets. He just makes buckets in front of everyone. It's really cool.
It's really cool. Have you seen the glass blowing guy that's there?
Yeah, there's this guy just he does this show and he just shows us how to make glass vases and cups.
It's cool, and you can like.
I think you can
buy the stuff he makes.
You can buy what he makes, and it's really cool. They have a lot of stuff.
It's a bunch of cool stuff, and then they got like roller coasters and stuff.
The entire amusement park. It's not based off of the Steam Age, but it's like somewhere around there.
It's all old timey.
It's old timey, not like Western stuff, but like. It's an era, It's very neat.
They have the time travel. That's kind of steampunk.
That's steampunky. Yeah, the entire thing is just old stuff and old cool.
It's so cool. They got this one guy who like makes peanut brittle in front of you.
Yeah.
They have a sword shop. They just sell like actual swords too.
Yeah. And then
I was gonna buy one, but I was with Riley and his mom, and she didn't let me buy one.
There's like a wooden tools guy too. He's pretty cool. He just makes a lot of tools. And then we have these wax hand people. You know, like shove your hand.
I got a ring made there
wax.
too, like a real like good ring that didn't like rust your finger.
The wax place?
No, not the ring place.
Yeah.
They made a ring for me.
We have this ring place. You can get your name engraved into some stuff. It's really cool. They actually, the cool stuff about it is it's community run kind of. All the people that are there, they buy.
They have like skills.
Yeah, it's not fake stuff. It's these people who like
it's real. It's
actually
awesome.
do it. It's really cool. It's a really cool place. I think one of my favorites is the pork skin guy, the pork rinds
skin
guy.
What is he
The
do?
guy who
Oh,
just
he makes the pork rinds?
It's awesome. I'm just like, hey sir, can you make me these pork rinds? And he makes my own pork rind. He's cool. He's a cool guy.
He's a cool guy.
He's pork rind
Pork rind guy.
You know, it's a lot of good business and stuff. They do a lot of cool stuff there. I like rides. I'm not a big loop-de-loop guy. Wes is more.
I
of
love the
loop-de-loop
loopsy
side.
loops. You know, the
I'll
more
do
loops, the more fun.
the more hoops.
The more hoops, the more fun.
I don't know, but you know, rides are fun. I've had some.
I want to
scary
like,
experiences,
I want to go somewhere else where there's different ones though. Like, I'm going to like Universal. Yeah, cool stuff.
Universal's cool. I don't like.
I've only been to like a Six Flags and then Silver Dollar City.
I think I don't like Six Flags for
Why
the
not?
main reason of it caters to big ride people.
Big ride people.
And
yeah.
I'm a medium ride person.
know,
It's really cool. It's
They got
some
this
cool
one
stuff.
called Mr. Freeze, and it like shoots you out backwards. It's super fast, and you think you're gonna die. It's
I rode
awesome.
like the Joker in the kids section. And
The Joker is my favorite ride.
Yeah.
It's just it's one of those like boat rides that swings back and forth.
So it's a lot of cool stuff. It's ridiculous. Half of the rides, my God, pee my pants. You know.
No, I guess. Well, I meant to say the Joker was my favorite like non roller coaster ride.
It's close enough.
It's close enough to a roller coaster. It goes back and forth.
They have cool food there, even though it's all
It's all
overpriced.
expensive.
all very expensive. They have a tram system, which is cool.
What's the tram system?
Cable car system.
Oh yeah, they got cable cars.
Which it's neat. You get to see all the things. I went during Christmas, so I got to see all the lights and stuff, and that was neat.
They have They have like the oldest roller coaster of some thing.
Mhm.
It is so rickety. It's so rickety. But I mean, it works.
Well, they gotta hold on to that title until it breaks and murders somebody. So.
Yeah.
I
Till we get there.
Another amusement park place my family used to visit was Wild Adventures.
What is Wild Adventure?
It was a really cool park.
Where was that at?
It was more modernized. It was 3 hours away from Atlanta, Georgia, somewhere.
Thank you. That's very.
That's
That's very particular.
in some direction. You got 360 chances to find it through. You know
Then you go to that like Great Wolf Lodge place.
that place was cool, but
I feel like that wouldn't be fun. They
it
got
was
like one
awesome.
water slide and then you get to play with the wands.
I'll get back to that in just a second because that place was awesome.
Okay.
But Wild Adventures has an amusement park ride that's called it was the Cheetah.
The cheetah.
The Cheetah.
Was it fast?
It was fast, and it
Was
was
it a roller coaster?
it was deemed.
No, it was a water park.
I don't think it's deemed that anymore, but at the time, it was deemed the fastest wooden roller coaster
Oh, it
in
was
the
a roller
world.
coaster. I thought you said water.
It has like a water park section too.
Oh.
But this Cheetah was horrible. As in, it was awesome, but it literally tries to snap your neck the whole time because it's made of wood. It's
Oh.
not smooth like metal. It's
It's
just
not
like
like a smooth metal one.
yeah, you just like you get jolted the entire ride.
Dude, that's kind of like okay. There's this one called the Ninja
Mhm.
at Six Flags.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they got these like headrests on the side. You're just like bonk, bonk, bonk,
Bonk,
bonk,
bonk.
bouncing off the sides.
Yeah, but you're in
entire
Cheetah,
time.
you're just looping and looping.
It's got a bunch of loops.
It's got a ton of loops. It was terrifying. I almost cried. I was like,
How old
8.
are you? Oh, poor baby gonna cry
Poor
because he's a
baby.
little baby.
Jen, my stepmom, gave me $50 though.
What'd you buy, Connor?
I don't
You
remember.
probably buy candy.
Probably. Or Pokemon cards.
Pokemon
I had
cards.
an addiction to Pokemon cards.
Dude, I was never into those. I watched some like YouTuber open them up when I was like real young. I was like, that's cool, and I bought a couple, and I was like, this isn't that cool.
I bought it, and then I learned how to play the card game, and then
How do you play?
nobody knew us.
Who the hell knows how to play
nobody
that
knew
game?
how to play it because nobody learns the card game. They just look at it and they're just like, oh, that's cool.
This one's shiny.
This one's shiny, and know nothing about it and don't play it. So I didn't play it with anybody.
Well, you should.
And then I was like 9, and I invited my cousin to play it, and she called me a nerd. And
Because you knew how to play
because
Pokemon.
I knew how to. Yeah.
You're the only person in the world who knows how to play that game.
I don't remember it as much anymore because I played in like 6 years. But speaking of Wild Adventures,
Wild Adventures.
That place is awesome. I love Wild Adventures. Not for anything but the magic.
Oh, you're
magic.
talking about Great Wolves?
Great. Oh yeah, Great Wolf
Yeah,
Lodge.
Great Wolf Lodge.
Yeah, the magic adventure portion of it.
Explain that, because I don't understand how that could be fun
Okay.
at all.
It was super cool because look, you get your own wand and you go on your own like magic adventure.
That 400 other people have been on. It's not your own.
Well, it's almost your own. And you go to places around the hotels and there's these cool places and
You
biomes.
point at it, and it does something.
Shut up. No. But you go through it. You have to like end up getting all these runes to fight this giant dragon, dude.
You just point your wand at
And
it,
no,
and it
you
dies.
have to go. No, it's actually
It's hard.
it's pretty hard.
Pretty hard to kill the
Yes, but,
kill the dragon on the TV
then
screen.
you ended up having to go like get all these runes so you can fight the dragon. You have to go around the place and go to the snow biome and the magic forest, and it was really cool. And there was a lot of cool stuff that happened. You would like point at something and it would like fake breathe fire and stuff. It was cool. It was cool stuff. And then you would fight the boss. When you were all done with that, the boss, you got like an ice rune and a shield and an arrow, and you'd have to like shoot him.
How much did that cost?
It was
$4,000
$40 for my wand,
for your wand is $40 to point at a TV screen.
and then that was it. Well, it's actually got some cool technology in it.
And then they got one like water slide in the place.
They got a good bit of water slides. I didn't really like the whole water slide. It's just a hotel.
How old were you when you did this, Connor?
Like 10.
Nah, you definitely went there more recently.
I went there at 10, and then like last year I went there.
You went there, yeah, that's what I thought.
And then
Cool wand, point that screen.
And then I kicked ass, and it was awesome. And I fought the red dragon, and I was like wow wow, and I used an ice rune on him, and then I shot him in the back with an arrow, and then all these kids, and by kids I mean they're all older than me, and they were like, dude, we can't beat the white dragon, and I was like, step aside, cowboy.
You showed them how to beat that white dragon.
It was a memory game, and I had to memorize a lot of stuff. It was actually really hard. And like all the kids were like, I can't memorize what a crystal is. And I ended up getting it, and they're like, oh my god,
Dude,
can you beat it for me? And I was like, I gotta go bedtime.
It's bedtime, man. It's
Bedtime.
like 11:30.
Because Jen was like, you can only stay out for 30 more minutes before sleep time, and it was the final day, and I was like, I have to beat the white dragon. I have to beat the white dragon.
How many dragons are there?
There's 2 dragons, 1 goblin.
Goblin.
Big goblin.
Did you
king.
beat a goblin?
I never got to fight the Goblin King because that expansion was like released as soon as I left.
Well, maybe you'll go like this year, because I heard they opened up again. You just gotta wear masks.
Yeah, I'd go again. That place was sick.
I'll go with you, because I don't see how that could be
It
fun
was
at
awesome. It was awesome.
$40
awesome,
wand
sick,
that you don't even get to keep.
I got to keep it.
You get to keep it?
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Okay,
You,
well,
you can
that's
buy
something.
you can buy attachments for your wand too that unlock special abilities.
So it's like it makes the memorization easier.
Yeah, but I didn't buy that.
You got the default one.
Yeah, because that was cool,
Loser.
and I could beat the game without special cheat codes. 'Cause
What are the attachments? You put it on the wand,
Yeah.
turn it into a lightsaber.
They like unscrew it. Like the little attachment on the bottom is your power source for the wand. And like you shake the wand and then point it at something to activate the shaky device.
shaky point.
And it sends a signal to something. So you feel sick as you walk down the halls pointing at stuff and the chest.
Oh, this is like
explode.
random shit in the halls to
Yeah,
point
there's
at?
tons of stuff. There's everywhere. Like some stuff that isn't even there. Like you can point at something random like a giant wolf head and it'll open and speak to you. It's cool. It's really cool stuff. It's a neato. I also have a giant arcade. That arcade was cool. I spent $100.
$100. What'd you get? Like a
I was like 10 and had no concept of money.
and you got like a Winnie the Pooh doll. Or
I got
some
a
shit?
I got a snake. I got a big snake.
You got one of those giant snakes.
Have you seen it in my room?
Yeah,
I got a big giant rainbow snake that said Great Wolf Lodge for $100.
That's all you got?
I think I got some candy. Got some fun
Dude,
dips.
that's
Got
what
a
I
lot
hate
of
about
fun
arcade. You probably just did the games that didn't give you tickets.
Well, they're fun too. Though. It was Great Wolf Lodge was a very fun experience. I'm basically a master of magic in the Great Wolf Lodge.
The Wand Master.
I'm the wand master. I destroyed all 2 dragons, and next time, Goblin King, I'm coming for you. So that was my Great Wolf Lodge
That was
experience.
your Great Wolf Lodge experience.
What amusement parks have you been to?
Just that Six Flags in Silver City. I don't go anywhere. I went to a carnival one time.
I've been to Whitewater before, haven't you?
No, I didn't go to Whitewater. We were gonna do it with Riley, but we just didn't that year.
Yeah, we ended up not doing.
We went like one time.
Mhm.
I got like a season pass for like no reason.
Dude, I remember my mom was like in Florida and I didn't know where she was, and Miss Kelly was like, "Okay, you got to pay for your tickets." So I used all my birthday money, and I didn't have any birthday money left, and mom was like, oopsie doopsie, and then didn't pay me back.
That's whack. That's
Yeah,
whack.
it sucked. But
Yeah.
you went to carnival?
Oh yeah, I went to a carnival. It was kind of jank, but it was the best carnival I'd ever been to.
Mhm.
They had like one of those like little shitty roller coasters that like kind of go in like a circle.
Yeah.
There's one fucking curve. It was about to like tip over like every time. It was awesome. They said, if you're bigger, sit on the outside.
You will die.
I had to sit on the outside, but
Just get slung off the road.
because I would that shit would have tipped. To be honest with you,
Just die.
it's pretty whack.
No, we had a roller coaster that
Oh,
was
no,
called
oh, wait.
Go Bananas.
Wait, hold up, because
Yeah.
it also had this like 40 claw machine type deals. Like
Mhm.
they were like kind of small, and I got a lighter that was a gun. It was cool as shit. My nanny wouldn't let me keep it, so I ended up getting like a
No, Wes, you'll get addicted to cigarettes.
like a sticky hand. I got like a sticky hand instead of a lighter. You like press the trigger and like flame comes out the end. It was cool.
It's actually pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
I remember, dude, at one of, I think it was Matthew's birthday party, we went to Hijinks. And
oh yeah, I've been to hygiene.
I spent my, Hijinks is it's a big arcade plaza, a little bit from where me and Wes live. And so anyways, while we were at Hijinks, his mom ended up giving us about $20 of tokens to play. Little
Yeah.
bit, play a bunch of games, and Hijinks wasn't that bad to where they ripped you off for your money. They did a little bit, but it wasn't
Okay,
that bad.
Okay, but there's just I'll get into it later. You finish what you're
But
talking about.
so anyways, I was thinking ahead, thinking about the big game, thinking about the big plan of the future, and there was a claw machine. There was a little machine that had a key slot in it, and I said, hey, I'm gonna do that because the top of the prize said I could get, I think it was $100 or $50 of Hijinks tokens.
Oh really?
Yeah, in this game was like a token.
Oh, it was the Keymaster thing where you have
Yeah,
to fit the key in a little
Keymaster.
slot.
And you get like 80 tokens for $20. Each token is a quarter. And it was like a token. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I already know it's rigged. I probably won't win. And I ended up getting $100 from that machine.
Really? You won?
In pure Hijinks tokens. But
That's got to be annoying.
his mom said, we gotta go. We're leaving so we can get back for his party. And I was like, oh no. So I told every single kid like in the Hijinks place to just play the games, and I just started swiping cards everywhere, like left and right. I was swiping my card.
You're like Robin Hood.
I was like Robin Hood, giving all the kids games.
Giving all the
You were there. It was like all of us just playing these random games that
I
I was
wasn't
just
there.
swiping.
I
It-
wasn't invited. I was not friends with Matthew at that
I
time.
didn't get invited. I thought you got invited.
You were a young blood.
I was a younger. I
Yeah,
think
we
it
were-
was no, it was Dakota that was there. I think it was.
Okay, because I wasn't. Because it was probably y'all were like 6th grade because they don't do tokens there anymore.
But like, anyways, I just started swiping everything, swiping, and people are playing games, and my ticket counter was racking up,
Racking up.
and I didn't know how much tickets I had,
Tickens.
but no joke, I was close to being able to buy a console, I think,
Really?
and I was small brain and ended up buying, I think it was 111 Fun Dips.
Fun Dips?
I bought
All the
100.
candies you could buy, and you bought Fun Dip.
I love Fun Dip.
It's such a workout to get a whole
It
Fun
is,
Dip stick down.
But it's so good. I
probably still have some of those.
I think I ended up eating like most of them, and then mom threw them away. But I love Fun Dips for the raw fact of being able to eat the stick afterwards because I loved it.
You love the stick.
I loved it.
You're such a weirdo.
That was my favorite part. It
Dude.
tasted so good.
The stick tastes like chalk.
The stick
The,
tasted
the stick
amazing
is just
for
the
me.
device to get the sauce
Dude, I
in your
loved it.
mouth.
The stick tasted amazing, and I
That
just
is a
remember
waste
eating so
of
many of
time.
that, and then I had like 4 cavities of my next appointment. You know, that's fun. Hijinks was a cool place. It had this little, it had a lot of stuff for what it was. It's still there.
Well, they upgraded big time though.
Oh, they did?
They got this thing where you have to they harness you in and you walk up these stairs
Yeah.
and it's like an obstacle course
That's actually pretty cool.
up there and like it's cool. They have you know that thing you put like the foam ball and like the little air gun and like you can shoot at each other.
Oh, I remember doing one of the, dude, at Branson.
Oh yeah, they have them in Branson. I don't know how else to explain them very well, but
It's Silver Dollar City. There at the amusement park we were talking about it a little bit ago. There was this huge like emporium of just giant guns, and you could just put balls
like
in
little
them
foam balls and
and
shoot
do
them
it.
at people.
And I remember all of us went in there, and we were just playing around. And I remember we were about to leave.
And you
and
shot one down
I
a
shot-
woman's shirt.
Yeah, I didn't mean to. I was trying to get headshots
And he-
from the adults, and I shot one, and it went right down her shirt. And then she stared directly at me, and I was like, I gotta go.
It was the funniest shit that had
Dude,
happened in
dude.
like ever.
She looked just horrified.
She didn't look too.
She
happy
didn't look
about
too
it.
happy about that. So me and Wes, we a little slither out.
We
We
kind of
We
ran full speed
We
out of
ran.
there.
We looked like we did something wrong because we did.
Yeah, it was pretty funny though.
It
was
was
fun.
hilarious. I say my aim, although it was off,
On point.
hit the target.
It hit a
A
target.
target.
Hit a target better than the target you'd previously
Yes.
hoped for.
I did headshot a couple of
Like
toddlers.
4-year-olds.
But I didn't feel guilty because they were foam balls and they were funny. Funny foam
you
ball
sniped 'em.
headshot snipe. So that was fun. That was my
It was good times.
good times in the ball pit. Amusement parks are cool.
Oh hey, you know what else they got at hijinks or whatever?
What?
They got a
Good bowling and laser tag.
yeah, they do have laser tag in there, don't
Laser
they?
tag was cool.
It's cool, man. I haven't been there in a while. They used to do the thing there where they'd print out your score sheet and the guy would like say your like nickname and like hand you your score sheet. I thought it was really cool. I named mine like I think it was like Sub-Zero. That was my name.
Sub-Zero.
Because like I was young and I just got like Mortal Kombat 9 and I wanted it to be Scorpion, but I couldn't figure out how to spell Scorpion, so I just like Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero is pretty cool.
He's cool, I guess,
He's like Scorpion, but cold.
but cold Scorpion.
Cold Scorpion.
And he would like say your name and like hand you your paper. It was awesome and have all your stats. Okay, what else? They have
What's his rank is boss.
boss rank. Oh,
Boss.
they do have. They still have like leaderboards in there, like you can look at after the game.
Laser tag's fun.
They have
Yeah,
another.
like
Hey,
laser
okay,
tag.
they do have another thing in there. You know, like when you go to like a Burger King and they have like a play place for kids.
Yeah.
Well, think of that, but like times 40.
They have a playground.
It's like fucking ginormous.
That's pretty cool. I miss those.
They have like big ass slides, and the slides are meant for little kids. So like when I go down them, I go like super fucking fast and like slam to the wall. It's awesome.
Jeez. The Burger King and McDonald's little play areas were
The
all
Burger King in
always
McDonald's
cool.
little play area.
the Burger King and McDonald's
Okay.
little play areas were really cool.
I remember, like, I think on a tennis trip, we went to one, and it said, like, 12 and below.
Mhm.
So, me being 14, I went in there, and it's pretty cool. The workers were looking at me like, hey, you should probably stop doing that, but, like, I did it. I went up the little thing and
Mhm.
kind of got stuck a little bit, but it's fine,
I get stuck in those because
because we're not meant to be in those.
I
They're
had to
for
crawl after
children.
my little sister, and I got weird looks from everybody.
Hey, when's the last time you've been to a Chuck E. Cheese?
A field trip at school.
You went there for a field trip?
Yeah, it was
When?
really cool.
When was that?
It was I was a part of the chess club,
Oh my god.
and Riley went there to just commentate so he could get all the pizza we got, and we ended up going to Chuck E. Cheese. I remember I tried to get you in there because you wanted to commentate to get Chuck E.
No,
Cheese.
I wanted to be in chess. I'm good at chess.
Yeah. Dude, Miss Flynn was like,
Dude, I was gonna be in it and then it got canceled because it's stupid.
dumb. But anyways, so we went there, and the animatronics in Chuck E. Cheese are terrifying.
Those are scary. Those are they don't think they have. Pretty sure they're bankrupt now
Yeah,
and they don't have any
went
more
out of
stores.
business.
But I never liked their stupid ass gross pizza.
Well, yeah, half the time they would just like take your pizza that you didn't eat. That was a scandal that they got accused of,
And
because
give it to other people.
what they would do is they would use used pizzas. Like if you got a half of a pizza,
Yeah.
and another person got a half of a pizza,
They make a whole
they
pizza.
would just make a whole pizza, and they would just scoop it together. They wouldn't take it off your plate and be like, oh, this pizza here right good, give it to that person. But like in the kitchen, they would just like do that. And I mean, it's creative use for you know, your scraps. Chuck E. Cheese head of the game, saving stuff,
Head of the game, spreading germs.
spreading germs. But
They
not
did have a
wasteful.
really cool game there though, that because like everything there was like a token before they switched to cards, and now they're bankrupt, so they don't have a place anymore. But you like put your hands on it and it would like vibrate
Oh,
your
yeah,
hands.
squeeze one.
like it like vibrate your hands and see if you didn't let go, you got like a shit ton of tickets, and it was like broken as hell. And I ended up getting like probably a sucker or something because it's an arcade
I remember I got like the. You remember all the commercials?
for Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
And
Come on your birthday to try to get the
Ticket Master
machine.
get the 10,000 tickets.
Was it 10,000 tickets? Because I got it.
You got it?
I got it.
Yeah, you got it. And you
I
probably
still
got,
no, I still have it.
You still have it.
I still have it.
What are
I
you
could
gonna do?
sell that, but I got it years ago, like when I was 7.
Yeah.
And I went into the ticket machine and got the Ticketmaster slot, and that was awesome. I ended up not spending it because
How many like actual like little bitch tickets did you get?
I didn't get a lot. A lot of them were stuck in
Because
my
it's probably hard to get.
my Chuck E. Cheese crown.
Yeah,
It
it's
really hurt. That was a machine like built for paper cuts.
Oh yeah, I
It-
never even thought of that.
It
but yeah,
really hurt.
I feel like that
going
would hurt a
into it.
lot.
And I remember there was like 3 other birthday kids there, and they were like, "I want to go in the ticket machine. I want to go in the ticket machine."
No.
And I was like, "I'm the
mean,
best."
I am the best.
And they all went before me, and none of them got the magic birthday ticket. And then I was like,
birthday ticket.
I forget where it was, but it like got caught on the ground. I was like,
The magic birthday ticket. The magic birthday
and I
ticket.
got it, and then I just stared at it, and I was like, I got the magic birthday.
And you just
ticket.
pocketed it and forgot about it.
Yeah, it stayed in my like drawer for years.
I'm pretty sure before they went bankrupt, they did like get rid of the animatronics,
They did.
and they just switched to like the.
Just cheese.
The-
We're just
they switched to.
without Chucky. There's
They
cheese.
no they. No, they just had him come out there in like a little costume, and he'd like throw around tickets and stuff. I think they got rid of that. And I thought at least the one that was up in Jonesboro
There's
or
talks
whatever.
of the Five Nights at Freddy's guy buying the franchise.
That'd be awesome.
That would be sick.
That'd be so sick.
That would
It'd be like a
actually really
scary
be
Chuck E.
cool.
Cheese.
Like as much as the Five Nights at Freddy fandom are horrible, but
Real quick, did you know that Chuck E. Cheese, his name is Charles Entertainment Cheese? That is his name.
why? Check.
Chuck E. Cheese.
His name is Keck. His initials are Keck.
Yes, it is Charles Entertainment Cheese.
Why?
And you will address him like that.
Why would you name yourself Entertainment?
I don't know, but like the backstory of him is like something like he didn't like have fun as a little boy rat, so he like fucking
Committed his life to making other
children
kids.
have fun or whatever.
Yeah.
It's very sad. Very sad. Charles Entertainment Cheese.
I'm very sad
background.
that Charles Entertainment Cheese had a tough childhood.
Tough
At least-
childhood.
At least he's doing good, or was. Now he's
Now he's
bankrupt.
bankrupt and
Now-
can never entertain
Now Charles
children.
Charles Cheese is on the streets.
He's having a hard time now.
Speaking of people to make people happy, we have this dude in one of the towns we live in that every single morning on my way to school he is out there and he waves a flag around and he's really cool.
Are you talking about by the like the
Yeah.
big rock sign or whatever?
But yeah, and it's really cool. He's a super cool guy. He just waves out there and he does it for people's happiness. Gives everybody a good morning. You know,
It's very nice, very
He just
nice.
Waves his thing, and he's out there with a wacky outfit almost every single day
Yeah.
with like a new flag. And it's
My
really cool.
film teacher did like an interview with him.
That's,
He said he's just doing it for the people.
Just-
Something like that, you know.
that's awesome. Hopefully,
It's very good for him.
I mean, it's awesome. It's an awesome thing to do. You know, makes people happy.
Brightens up people's day.
Every single morning. I'm like, hey, yo, Mr. Flagman, and then I get happy, and then I go to school, and then I get sad.
Should learn his name.
I should, yeah.
Pull over and learn his name.
Sir, what is your name? Charles. Okay.
Your middle name would be Entertainment, sir.
Charles Entertainment Cheese.
No.
No, but you know, I pray for Charles Entertainment Cheese and wherever he is. Now. Hopefully he's making.
Hopefully he's not doing too bad. He might have some stockpile from the Chuck E. Cheese franchise.
meth makes Charles Entertainment Cheese happy. He said.
Yes, that would be very sad.
He sells illegal drugs now just to make people happy.
Just to make
Quote,
people
unquote.
quote unquote happy.
He makes happy sauces.
He sells them to kids too, so you know.
That's a oh red flag for Charles Entertainment Cheese.
The stupidest name ever.
I'm really happy somebody named him that. But imagine a Five Nights at Freddy's pizza thing.
I don't think I'd go. I think it'd be too scary.
I don't think I would go. Too much childhood trauma. For
Yeah,
that.
just too much childhood trauma of checking camera. Chica! No, Foxy! Close the door!
highlights, and it's like bum dum dum.
I just closed the game.
Just done.
Dude, I don't think I've ever played a full game of that. I just closed the game before I'm about to get
I
scared.
remember playing it when I was like 8 and thinking it was cool, and I got to night 2 when they actually like tried to kill you, and then I was like, no, I don't play anymore, and then I never played anymore, and I watched.
I'm pretty sure Layton. I don't know if
Yeah,
you remember Layton.
I remember Layton.
Years ago,
Didn't you?
it was at like Toby's birthday party.
Yeah, one of our friends.
One of our friends, Toby. He had a birthday party. He was really young.
We used to have a friend named Layden, and then he moved away. Layden was a
broke my tablet.
He was a character.
Oh my god, he always had a runny nose,
Yeah.
all the time.
I think he was just snuffling. Yeah. He had some issues. He used to like throw cupcakes at walls and stuff.
Oh
at
my
our birthday
gosh,
party.
that birthday party. I felt so bad.
Our friend Jared.
Even though
had
I
a
didn't
birthday
do anything
party,
really, I just ate Cool Ranch Doritos.
and he had a lot of cupcakes, and Layden thought it would be a good idea to hurl cupcakes at the roof. I've been over there recently, like a couple weeks ago, and there are still stains.
There's still like grease
There's
stains.
still grease cupcake stains.
Greasy cupcake stain.
on the ceiling. Like it was bad. Like luckily, I think he's doing good now. I haven't talked to him in
I
years.
saw him at a baseball game, and I didn't say hi because he was like sleeping.
Yeah.
Just in like a chair.
So hopefully,
That was
like,
years ago too.
doing
dude.
good.
I'd like to talk to him. I've seen his mom.
Yeah.
Just like every once in a while, and maybe he's like, I think it's his sister, right?
Yep.
His sister, yeah.
No, he was cool when he
He
was
broke
on
my
this-
tablet though,
when he was on
and
the medicine.
I was very mad at that. He broke my tablet. You know, tablets were the cool thing to have in 5th grade.
I remember having a tablet.
I broke that.
You sat on my tablet.
It was your Xbox
Yeah, I know.
controller.
Wes sat on my backpack, and my controller was on top of it, and it shattered it. It was so sad.
It was like a small TV screen.
I know it
Of
was
a-
huge.
It was huge.
It was awesome. It had a keyboard on it too, so it was basically a computer.
Yeah, it was dumb.
It was one of those like detachable ones.
I don't know where he got it.
Cool.
I've never seen one of those besides that one.
Yeah, it was sick. I love that tablet.
Didn't you have like one of those apps that like the sketch ass
We
apps that
can't
give you
advertise.
the free?
Sketchy app. I still know the name of it. It was awesome.
I don't want to say the name of it.
I'm not gonna say the name of it, but
It would download money games for free.
Yeah.
And didn't it like break one of Riley's things?
Mhm.
Like, got his shit busted.
I never used it to download money games because I don't commit piracy, but I did it to get Battle Cats. And Battle Cats was cool. I love Battle
I
Cats.
still got Battle Cat.
I still have it. I play it, and
I re-downloaded it on my
I
newest
had to
phone.
restart like 6 times. I was so far when you sat on my tablet. I was so sad. That was what I was sad
You should have
about.
sent your code to someone, buddy.
I know I should have. I didn't even remember my code at that time. I don't think there was codes.
It probably wasn't.
It was like I missed that. I missed that save. But I have a new save now. I have
But you
cool
probably got
on
better
there.
stuff.
I have better stuff now.
You're more experienced in Battle Cats now.
I'm more experienced in the mobile app game. My Clash of Clans.
I
remember.
never was that interested in Clash of Clans.
I liked it, and then I would get a clan with like all of you guys and stuff, and then everybody would
I wasn't
slowly
there.
quit.
I wasn't there.
You joined our clan.
No, I didn't.
Our
I
new
hate you.
clan.
No, I didn't.
You're in our new clan.
I'm not in there.
Are you sure?
I don't have Clash of Clans.
Was it Clash
buddy.
Royale?
Clash Royale.
I played Clash Royale with Riley.
What's the difference?
The Clash Royale is like a card game.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
You get little characters with cards on them, and then you shoot
Oh.
them, and then you go.
Oh, I was thinking of a different game. Sorry.
But Clash Royale was a good step away from Clash of Clans. I don't think it's as
Dude, you know
nearly
what's
as
funny?
popular.
I think it's funny that our science teacher, Michelle,
Mhm.
she brags about her Clash of Clans.
Oh yeah, our science teacher Michelle.
I
Like try to fight me in Clash of Clans.
Michelle is a character.
Michelle's cool. I like
Yes.
Michelle.
She is very cool.
She's
She
a
makes the best bar soap
jack of
goat
all
soap.
trades.
that I've ever used. I buy that in like, I bought 4
Okay.
bars the other day. That'll last me like a long time.
Michelle, science fanatic, epic farmer, goat tender, gamer girl.
She
I'm-
plays Clash of Clans. She teaches robotics.
Yeah, she's cool. She's a cool person.
Yeah.
I want robotics. I'm sad.
Why did you get out of it? I don't understand why he put you out of that
Because
class.
Mr. Counselor was like, "Upsie dupsie, I messed up your schedule, so I gotta mess it up." And it was like,
But
"You
like,
don't."
there was no need because they switched to one class. That's all that would have been needed.
Yeah, I don't think there was an opening for it though. It was like that was the only time.
Okay.
So that ended up screwing up my schedule and stuff. Because what ended up happening was my schedule was made to where I had 3 electives, and I didn't have a world history class, which is required in our school. And I was like, oh, okay, I don't need it. And then
They messed up, and it had been like
it had been 2 weeks.
2 weeks into school.
Yeah, so they just uprooted my schedule and threw me into a class, and I'm still behind in that class because I don't know anything that they taught on the first week.
Where was it?
What?
Was it
Is world history.
It was pretty easy.
Yeah, like I haven't taken a geography quiz
You
yet.
haven't took a geo quiz yet?
Yeah, we take a geo quiz every Friday, and I still haven't done that.
And it's
like
cumulative, or not cumulative. Is that the word?
accumulative.
Accumulative, and it like adds onto it every week.
Yeah, so
So right now, I think we're down. We've got like 28 states memorized.
yeah, so we start out with like California, and then
We
get,
start out
like,
with
everything.
Washington, Oregon, California, Nevada, Alaska, and Hawaii.
And then we just like climb up the ranks, getting more and more geography.
I probably would have to study, but I gotta study because now we're on number 5, and that's like there's like at least 10 states in there.
Yeah.
Or something like that. And then we got 6, which is all those like ones in the top corner, with, like all the little guys.
And this was so weird because coming from our last history teacher, which was so of a walk in a park, he didn't care about like anything.
Wait, which?
I don't even remember his name. He was replaced by a substitute because he
I don't think we didn't have history last year.
no 2 years ago, 8th grade.
8th grade we had Miss Marshall.
Oh,
That was terrible because we had, what was that stupid thing called?
Miss Marshall made us do something called National History Day. National
And
History
the National
Oh.
History Day
was
lasted
National
like
History
half of the
4 months.
year.
4
We
months.
had to do like research about.
We would choose a topic and then we would do a humongous project.
I made a
about it.
whole ass website about Chernobyl.
She required me to get 85 sources, make a 10-minute video over the Cold War.
I actually didn't do too bad. I got an 81. It was my process paper because I didn't understand what the process paper was.
She really liked my video, so she took pity on me and didn't realize that I made my mom cite everything, and I got every single citation wrong and got like a 2%.
My mom did not help me at all.
I got a 2 on like the citations, but she was like, "I'll give you 100 because you did good." I was like, "Yeah,"
Yeah.
because I worked really hard on that video.
Fine.
And that'll be the end of the podcast. But I worked really hard on that video. It ended up being a good video, and I could have actually maybe like almost won if I would have not became a slacker and not done
Dude,
anything.
no. I don't think you could have won. And
What?
it's not just, that's not to make fun of you or anything.
Yeah.
Kara, right? You know Kara.
Mhm.
She's smart. She wrote a whole paper about.
One of Wes's friends, Kara.
Yeah. She wrote a whole paper about it. You know,
There was like nobody. in the
he
video
was
that
really
did
into
that.
what she was doing too.
Oh yeah.
She got really good grade. Didn't do it.
Okay.
Jake, really smart kid. Like really
Yeah.
smart. Didn't get like.
It was insane. The categories on these things was I chose a video. I don't remember what Wes did.
I
but
chose website. I did a website.
He made an entire website about it, and Kara and Jake
They
wrote like an 85-page, not
It
essay,
wasn't
but
85 pages.
200. No, a lot of pages.
It was like a word. Like you had to get to a certain amount of words. You couldn't go over that.
Jake's was huge, but it was like, dude,
It was a lot. I know
It
it
was
was like
a
a lot.
lot.
But
It
it
was-
took like months. Like we had to stay after school some
it was
days.
practically a mega essay.
Mega.
It was humongous. And it
I was gonna do
insane.
documentary, but I was like, that's gonna take way too heckin' long.
Documentary took forever.
That's why I just decided to do the website.
Every
and
single, like, 3 seconds, I would change the picture in that. I would have to cite in MLA format. Do you know how
Did you have
annoying
to
it
talk
is?
over all of that?
Yeah.
I want to hear that.
I think I still have it.
Where's that?
It's on some iPad.
Just on some iPad in Miss
Some
Marshall's
iPad.
room.
No, it's actually on the internet.
It's like in the iCloud.
Yeah, no, it's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
If you
Oh, it's probably on like a private YouTube though.
no, it's not.
You just
I uploaded it. If you search up National History Day, Cold War,
you might
you
find it.
might find it. I believe the
Didn't you
the full video name I believe is the effects of nuclear pressure on
Yeah,
the Cold War.
See, we had to do like effects and
Yeah.
that's why I did Chernobyl.
You know how hard that was iMovie? Making a documentary with iMovie.
I mean, you could have used your own.
Yeah, that might not mean much to anyone listening, But
iMovie
iMovie is like
I hate working with iMovie. I never use it. It's
it
so
is
useless.
the slowest process ever.
If
And
the-
you can't customize at all.
you can't do anything to it really.
Literally, I tried to cut down a video and it was like, no, you can't cut that much because iMovie gets angry, and then I couldn't rearrange my voice clip, so I had to do it in one take. I had to sit quiet for 3 minutes while a video played in it and had to move so you wouldn't hear any rustles in my mic.
Where did you record at?
I did it in my secluded room when my parents would come in at the 9-minute mark when I was almost done, and they would say like, "Hi honey, do you want some food?"
It'd be like 10 minutes, didn't it?
Do you know how bad that was? And
Yeah, that doesn't even sound like a lot, but like you gotta talk about it straight for 10 minutes. You can't like have any breaks.
straight out of a script.
Did you get any interviews for it? No.
No, I didn't know any Cold War generals, and there was no conflict.
Only Cold War.
There was no conflicts of the Cold War. Literally, except for the only conflicts were when they were in Cuba and they put down nuclear missiles, and then them just like flipping each other off about the moon. That was like it. There was no legitimate warfare. That was why it was called a Cold War.
I did Chernobyl because I thought it'd be easy, and I had a classmate,
Yeah.
Gabe. He was helping with it, and then he moved in the middle of it, and I had to do the rest of it by myself. So that was not very fun at all because I thought I would be having help, but
So you get dipped like half.
moved to like South Dakota or something.
I'm going to South Dakota. No, National History Day was. I won a medal. That was cool.
You did get a medal.
You wanna know why I won a medal?
Why'd you get a medal?
Because there was 3 people who did the video in my competition. Actually, there was 0 people who did the competition.
Oh, so you actually like won something?
I won something, yeah. I got to go to state because nobody did the video there, and then apparently some kid at state beat me because I was too empathetic and didn't do my project to the fullest capability. If I would have, then I actually could have won.
See, like, yeah, I feel like no one wanted to do the documentary.
Because when I was done with the documentary, I was so tired of working on it for so long. There was an entire part to where I was so fed up with doing the one take thing that I just put a 3-minute video in.
You just put a 3-minute video?
Yeah, just to get done with it. And it was a Winston Churchill speech, and I was so mad that it went on for way too long. 3 minutes too long, in fact. And all judges said that, but I didn't care. I was just so fed up with it.
It's okay, Connor. That's in the past.
I know it's in the past.
past.
I don't regret it, but I do. It's like
I had a fun time staying after school and stuff.
I had a fun time,
But
you know.
one time it was really magical. It snowed when we were doing it, and like it wasn't supposed to snow that day, but it did. It was awesome.
Yeah. It wasn't, but it did.
Exactly, Connor. It's awesome.
No, I never stayed after school. I just did it from my home. She wanted me to stay after school one day, but I was like, no,
I
I
did
have
it, like,
to play
twice 'cause, like,
Minecraft.
Cause I would have like not been able to finish it.
I mean, I had to work on my project. Oh my god, that was a ride. I don't regret doing it.
I don't regret doing it.
I would rather have done that
Then-
besides 50,000 history papers.
See, we did like half of the year.
Every single day we
Half
would
the
do
year we
something
did
about
some, like-
national history, and then one day of the week we would do something just about history,
Yeah.
not national history.
Oh, we did a crap ton of that. Like
Yeah.
it was insane.
But I don't regret it. It was super fun. In the
in
end,
the end, it got fun.
it worked out. I made something I was proud of. Got a good grade.
I got a good grade. It was my process paper that I fucked up on.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Was vibing. It was a nice, relaxing year going to high school. After moving up to high school.
That was honestly a pretty good step into what we're doing.
Yeah.
Like nowadays.
8th
Like,
grade was fun. I loved 8th grade.
Dude,
That is probably
I
one of my
loved eighth
favorite
grade.
years.
I think I kind of actually no. I think 7th grade, just because I had a Riley in like one of we have a strict teacher. I'm not gonna name her name, but
Yeah.
we would what did we do? Okay, I had Riley in our class, our friend. I think we've mentioned that already, but we stacked like a bunch of chairs on a table,
Mhm.
and she didn't notice, and we just like started like, or I didn't, but another kid in our class, he started like grabbing stuff off of her desk and like putting it on the table, and she didn't notice. The only time she noticed when we put a whole ass trash can on the table, then, and it still took her a minute. Like it still took her a minute. She looked and then like kind of turned around and she was like, "I'm getting it off the table now."
Stand on the table. But I remember breezing through 8th grade. 8th grade is the time to where your grades don't necessarily matter, but you're supposed to focus on this so you can get ready for high school. So, it was a fun year of doing it. But we've reached our time for the Bean Time podcast. So I hope you tune in, and I hope I made and I think at least a little bit better of your day. And don't forget, you always have time for the Bean Time podcast.
You always have time for the Bean Time podcast.